What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 11th episode of Summer Spider. So what this one's titled, Next Time is the Big Battle. I don't know whose perspective that's going to be from. Whose big battle is that? Is that our Spider's big battle? Or is it or is it Shun's big battle? Because he's having a rough time of it. He found out his brother's kind of dead by a message by his skills, which is not the way you want to do it in the middle of a class like that. But yeah, I mean, Shun is now the hero, which means he's leaving the he's got to leave the academy and start he's got to start taking over as hero and getting prepped immediately, because hearing the hero's been killed would be incredibly demoralizing. So we've got to get a hold of that and make sure that we have a replacement hero ready to take up the mantle so that people don't lose too much hope and make it believable. Because if they just see, like, a 15-year-old kid get suddenly promoted up to hero, everyone's going to be like, can he compare to his brother? And I feel like that could be a solid plotline that they might go down, in that maybe people won't have as much faith in him. But I guess we'll see what they want to do with that human side of things. But yeah, back in the labyrinth, our spider finds a way back up to the upper stratum, and we're finally making some headway. We're almost on our way out. I'm actually quite surprised we managed to stay in this labyrinth for half a season. Well, actually, a full season, half of the show's length, in fact, because it's a double-core show. I'm surprised we've actually stayed there this long. I didn't think we would. I thought they might be accelerating the rate at which he gets out, but all things considered, despite the fact that we've had very little change in scenery other than the lower and middle floors, which had obviously the lava and stuff, it's not been too disinteresting, I think is the best way to put it. I'm not super enthralled by it, but at the same time I'm not put off by it, which I think is the best you could do with sticking in a singular location for so long and not expanding too much upon that, and having the character and her VA really carry a lot of the weight of the show. God damn, that's a lot of work for Aoyuki to just handle. Like, not only are you voicing yourself, you're also voicing your inner minds as you have conversations with yourself. Yeah, I can barely talk now. I don't know how Aoyuki managed to do that. It's a testament to her abilities, I guess. But we did have one very interesting bit last episode, which was really the hype moment for me. Our Zoa-L, in the form of Kumo, has managed to interact with humans that we have now seen in the human world. Ronant, the mage, 15 years ago, obviously, so you confirmed of the time difference between the two of them, because it was still somewhat ambiguous through it. It was pretty much confirmed, but now this is like, oh yeah, it's definitely 15 years ago. And yeah, Kumiko, who was apparently trying to talk to them, and didn't want to really get into much of a ruckus and wasn't really thinking too much about it, just wiped these people out, like, effortlessly. So that's an already telling sign of how her abilities, and what we've seen from her and the endless struggle to try and just stay alive, but considering how the power level of the humans at that time, she's already quite the match for them. And I think that shows just how much of a power spike she's actually going through. And we're going up to our next evolution here. I forget what it was. Apparently she did have multiple options, but the anime didn't really focus on that. They just went straight to the next one, which is, I forget the name of it, but we are going to, I assume, next time we see her, depending on how much of the human stuff we focus on today, we're going to see her new form, how much different it's going to be, and see what sort of power spike and skills it comes with, because she hit Taboo level 10, and I assume that's either the max of Taboo, or it's now going to evolve into the next thing, because level 10 is usually the main point at which things change, except for her actual, like, species level, which is now at level 20. Like, from Zoa-L to what she is now, she had to hit level 20, and killing so many humans, she was able to do that after that fight. So yeah, I'm curious to see what her new form is, and what that ends up meaning for her, because she's coming back up into the upper stratum. I assume she's going to try and get out now? Who knows? So we're going to load the episode up here, as per usual. These are time-based format actions here on YouTube. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture action I do on the channel, which is everything from this season and future seasons, certain backdated shows, Patreon request shows, etc. For some reason, I know shows on Wednesday were having a bit of an issue. That was partially because of Pixel Drain, just the files didn't upload properly for some reason. I think I've got that figured out though. And also Patreon. I put a link into Patreon, it would link you somewhere completely different, which was odd. It was always linking to the old file, not the new uploaded file. So hopefully that's fixed. Yesterday's shows seemed to go up just fine. I didn't hear any complaints about those. But Wednesday shows, I don't know what happened to them. It was odd. But hopefully that's fixed. Here on YouTube, everything's working just fine. Timer-based format as per usual. Bottom left of the screen, you'll see a timer for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We're watching this one on Crunchyroll since that's who licensed it this season. No logos or anything, we're just going to go straight to the episode from a black screen. You can use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell my scene is transitioning. Pro tip, look at this part of my headset, so that's the easiest way to sync up. And with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Repent. Oh, hello. I suppose. Humanity discovers MA. Okay, countdown to oblivion. Sacrifice to revive the world. Administrator something. I need to go back over that. I need to go back over all of that. Install. I think we just got a lot of lore dump on how the world ends up with like the system and the administrators. I think we got a name for that one guy that we already met. Who's like was he 9th or 10th Demon Army commander? I forget which one he was, but I feel like we've got an info dump there on humanity discovers MA energy or MA something, which speeds up destruction of the world. So essentially it's like another industrial revolution. And just like how we're polluting our current planet and accelerating its demise if we don't do something about it, they found something else that makes that effect more, except they've got dragons who get pissed at that and apparently are angry and want to sacrifice humanity for the good of the planet, is what I saw from that. So I'm going to go back in there after the episode and we'll see what else we can find about it. Because I assume it's quite relevant. It felt like world lore, and I enjoy world lore. And we got a name, a very long name, for that one guy who apparently is administrator. Oh, we haven't mentioned Hugo in a while, have we? Here we go. We haven't mentioned Hugo in a while. Wonder what he's off doing. He met that mysterious woman, right? Shin's still training. Okay, a month time skip from then, okay. Wow, they managed to keep it hidden for a month? That's actually very impressive. Okay. There was a surviving member, okay. As you should be. Okay. Was Yuri the crazy, we must listen to the words of God person? Oh. They haven't done that yet. I suppose it's a bit weird if you're a reincarnation like that. Right. Fair. Hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a paw more than a hand, but still. Okay. Chain imagery is very appropriate. Hmm. I bet, yes. Evolving? Oh. Oh. That's evolving. Okay. That's her evolving. She goes back into an egg. Kumiko passes out and we don't actually see what happens to her. Level 10 taboo, yeah. Oh. Oh. We've got a huge info dump. Ah. That's what the little thing at the beginning was for then. Thank God you got 4 parallel minds. Hmm. World's doomed, okay. Holy shit. Okay. You have a got a goal to go for. Priorities. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. It's a bit crazy. Holy shit. Uh, what the hell is this? Every me? I love that. That's a good point. Yep. That's enthusiastic. Oh shit, we have teleport? We have teleports, okay. I guess that's maybe another benefit of Taboo. Jesus. Elro Banagesh? Okay. I saw champion something in there. I actually really like how flowing that was. Did Araba just take it out? Oh, they're fighting. Okay. For a CG fight, it's actually pretty cool. Did it win? It's subdued it at least. Oh shit. Wow. Hmm. Interesting. We can have a crush on the Earth Dragon now. I don't think so, but still, that'd be funny. Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. Back to human side. Shin waiting for the evolution, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Let me guess. He took a hit for you. Phoenix feather. Okay. Oh, but he gave it to someone else. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of a smart idea, I suppose. Hmm. Probably. Who was the enemy commander? Oh, it's this one. The hooded one that didn't do anything. Oh. Oh. So she's the 12th leader, I think? I forget how many there were. I can't remember if it was 10 or 12. I think it was 12. Mm-hmm. Again, no body. Just saying. Ah. Hmm. That would make sense, I suppose. But rot attack? I mean, that's Kumiko has rot attack, right? I feel like they were trying to misdirect with the Demon Lord being Kumiko, but maybe she's the white haired girl. Hmm. Yep. Well, the plot might want that to be different. He has motivation. Well, this is why you have to find your own path to it. Fair? So derpy looking. Jesus! These evil eyes, man, they're powerful. Ah, yeah. Oh. Oh. Teleport's very useful here. Mm-hmm. Very clever. There were some that managed to run away. So dumb looking. Little impromptu genocide, as you do. Right, Earth Dragon. Mm-hmm. Thinking about this very logically. Can you? I mean, you can web swing, but we Flappy Bird now. Flappy Spider. Mm-hmm. Also assumes we can actually fly. Uh, nice. Stealthy. Terrible. Possibly. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh boy. Dimensional maneuvering. Okay, so we can fly essentially. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Okay, wind and earth magic leveling up. Oh, damn. She's having too much fun with this. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. One cast time. Mm-hmm. It's very handy. That's incredibly powerful. Hmm. Okay. Nice little break. Oh. Yep. Might be a queen. Oh, it's just a soldier version. Okay. God damn. Yeah. There's the hive. God, how many of them are there? Jesus. Good. God damn. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. So casual. Alright, we're getting credits over this bit. Okay. What's our new skill? Sloth. Okay. Collecting all the sins now. It's a lot of skills. Alright, my battle's only just begun. Alright. That was good. That was good. So Faye's evolving still. I wonder how long her evolving process is. Interesting she goes back into the egg. I wonder what happens to Kumiko then. Does she go back into a spider egg or what? Because we know she passes out. That's about it. I assume she, like, essentially cocoons up, because, like, we've seen her shedding skin a lot before, so I assume it's something like that. I have no idea, though. That was a good episode. The wasp genocide was entertaining, I must say. Not a sentence I ever thought I'd say in my life, but it was very entertaining. So yeah, the white-haired girl. I mean, she's using rot magic, or they assume she's using rot magic, just like Kumiko happened to be mentioning it. They're really throwing out some options here. They're saying, hey, look, this Demon Lord girl's very spider-like and is mentioning abyss magic. Hey? And then they got this white-haired girl who's like, oh, she might have used a rot attack to kill the hero. What about our main protagonist who's just talking about rot magic? It's like they're really trying to throw us for a loop and saying, hey, it could be every one of these two, or it could be neither. And I think that's really good, because now it's a case of Kumiko could get to those two in 15 years, or she could be neither of them. We don't know. And I like that they're kind of being very vague and linking all of them together. But yeah, I wonder what the deal is with the white girl. I wonder what her deal is, because she was introduced as either, like I said, the 10th or 11th or 12th Demon Lord Army Commander. I'm curious what her deal actually is going to end up being. Where was her little attack there? I want to go back and see that real quick. Because her eyes flare up, I think. I just want to see what they look like. Oh, no. God, it's very hard to get that exact frame. But yeah, her eyes do flare up. Almost as if she was using, like, evil eyes or something. So they're really linking her to this girl now as potentially being Kumiko, I suppose. I still think it might not be even that, but I guess we'll see. But again, the all white kind of fits. I wonder. They're very much It's gonna be interesting to see. I know people will probably complain about the CG, especially since we had a pure CG fight there for a second with Araba versus that snake thing. I honestly didn't mind it. It reminded me of like Switch, like a CG cinematic from a Switch Japanese RPG. That's kind of what it felt like. It felt like I was watching like a cutscene out of one of those types of games. And honestly, it didn't bother me that much. Like, I know you can point out like lighting and stuff like that, but it honestly didn't look too bad. At least, here's the thing I'll say about the CG. It was fluid. A lot of the issues that come with CG is that the benefit of it is that you can be very fluid with it. You're not bound by the simple like 12 FPS style animation. You can go full 24/30 or whatever. And they actually did utilize that, and it made it look good. It can be jarring in comparison to 2D. Yes, that's always been the complaint, is that if you're not a full CG production, of which not many exist and not all of them are great, you run into issues there. But in the contrasting styles, because very often a CG character interacting with a non-CG character doesn't look great. I mean, look at X-Arm. The first episode of X-Arm had a very clear example of that, although X-Arm is a complete lesson in how not to make an anime. And to be very careful with who you let adapt your works, really. They'll learn from it. Next project we see from them, I think, might be very, very different, and definitely not high profile. So, I want to go back to this intro real quick, because it felt like there was some information there that I want. Taboo menu, system summary, itemized systems explanations, update history, point index, reincarnation. Ooh. Ooh, reincarnation history. Does that mean she could see everyone who's reincarnated into this world? And what's happened to them and what they reincarnated as? Ooh, that could be a very interesting menu. I'd love to look into there. And then special category, M%I equals W. Again, we keep seeing that thrown in. Not much explanation on what that is yet. But it's something that seems unique to everyone who's reincarnated. At least the current ones who have reincarnated that we've bothered to really talk about. Kind of curious about that. But yeah, after that, humanity discovers MA energy. Okay, some form of magic energy, I guess. Lifespan of the planet increasingly diminished. Yep, we're burning through all the energy. Dragons, furious at loss, attack humanity. The goddess Sariel. Okay, so I guess that's... Yeah, those are the dragons attacking. I guess that character there is meant to be the goddess Sariel. Maybe? The countdown to oblivion? Sacrificed... Oh. So that character we just introduced, the goddess Sariel, is sacrificed to revive the world. And then we have this guy, who I'm fairly certain is the... Just looking at the character, I think that's the same guy that Kumiko met as he teleported in and had that conversation with Senior Administrator D. So I guess this is Senior Administrator G, I would guess. I am not even going to attempt to pronounce that name. No chance. Like, no, I'm not going to pronounce it. I'm just not. I'll let one of you maybe try and figure that one out. Well, I don't even know what language that could possibly be. I don't think it even is a real language. I would try and look it up, but I feel like that's just going to lead me to spoilers in the actual wiki, right? So, anyone want to give me a vague hint at how you say his name? Or even a nickname I can just refer to him as for the time being? I'll just call him Administrator G. Like, Admin G, right? I think that would be... That's good enough, right? You guys will know who I'm talking about when I say Administrator G. But upon the sacrifice of that, the system's implemented. Sariel's wish and the goddess's life support. Okay. So she sacrifice ascends, essentially. I mean, she's already a goddess. So what does she then become if she's ascending or something? I don't know. But it's her wish, the goddess's life support. So this entire system that's implemented is the life support for... Is that why all the skills exist? What if that's the reason Oka-sensei doesn't want anyone to get skills? Because it will lead to the goddess coming back. That would be interesting. If the system is her wish and her life support, it says the goddesses. I assume that is in reference to Sariel, since that's the only goddess we've been introduced to so far. Unless they mean another one. It's possible. This whole system is her life support to keep her alive. Then in theory, there's something in this system that could... There's a lot of interesting info dump there. Like, a lot of very interesting and... Like, that's why I really like this show, because they're super detailed. Like, forget how many skills. Like, the fact that all those skills are translated is a testament to the translation team on this, because holy cow, that's a lot to translate. Like, those skill blocks, essentially. That's probably more to translate than, like, half an anime episode of dialogue. Like, I genuinely think, like, translating that much is equivalent to translating another half episode. So, hats off to the translation team on this show in Crunchyroll. How are fan subbers doing? Like, because I don't watch the fan subs, I watch the official subtitles that we get given from Crunchyroll. How are fan sub versions holding up? Like, are they bothering to put that much detail into all the skills? Are they doing it in a good time frame? Like, I'm kind of curious as what the quality difference is there, because that feels like a lot to translate in one big block on one frame. I suppose the benefit is that it's all in one frame, so you can just pause the frame, start translating, and then you just have it all done on one. I suppose that makes it a little easier than if you were to have like very fast-paced back and forth dialogue across multiple scenes. And the fact that it's written out probably makes it easier to translate than just her dialogue. Actually, that's a good question. If you know any like translator people, or if you've ever translated anything before in multiple languages, is it easier to hear something and translate, or to read something and translate? Is there a difference? Especially with Japanese. Is Japanese language easier to listen and translate, or read and translate? I'm kind of curious about that. Just fun questions to ask. But yeah, that was a very, very interesting 20 seconds of information. I wonder when that's going to become relevant. That feels like a ways off relevancy, as a lot of some of this information is. It's like put out there, so it's like referenced back in like 15 years' time, essentially, or however many seasons this ends up being. But I'm very, very curious about this, and I like that it is putting that little information out there, and then just leaving it like, we're not going to reference that much more. Like, there you go. Have fun. Have fun with your theory crafting. I really, really like that. So, anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup that's wrapping up on the channel. Next week is going to be the finale of a lot of shows, actually. And in fact, most shows will be finishing next week, I think. What is the next show to finish? I think it might actually be Jobless Reincarnation, right? I think that finishes next. Yeah, Jobless is the next one to finish, and then after that we start finishing up a bunch of shows, actually, like ReZero, Dr. Stone, Heaven's Design Team, Promised Neverland, and then all these Sunday shows except for Spider will be finishing up as well. So a lot of shows finishing up next week, so hope you are looking forward to the next season. I'll have a video out about the next season sometime next week as well, so you can start thinking ahead if there's any reactions you'd like me to see, and we'll see how busy my schedule actually ends up being. So thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.